Jammu and Kashmir by amending the transaction of business rules. According to these amendments, the LG will now have more say in matters pertaining to police, public order, all India services which require prior concurrence of the Finance Department and also their transfers and postings. Now, any proposal regarding the appointment of Advocate General, law officers and even proposals regarding the grant or refusal of prosecution sanction, even filing of appeal shall now be placed before the Lieutenant Governor first. And in fact, that has already led to much politics. Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge has reacted to the change and has slammed the centre over this move. Kharge has said that the change is a clear attempt by the centre to weaken the Jammu and Kashmir state government. In fact, we're getting in breaking inputs coming in from the valley. Valley parties are now in fact unified in their voice against the centre. In fact, PDP chief and former Jammu and Kashmir chief minister has now slammed the centre. Mehbooba Mufti is now accusing the NDA of snatching the state government's rights. Remember, we've also heard National Conference come out all guns blazing, that including Farooq Abdullah and his son Omar Abdullah as well. Let's also listen into what Mehbooba Mufti had to say.
आज आपने एक ऐसा ऑर्डिनेंस लाया जिससे आप जम्मू कश्मीर की जो सबसे बाइख्तियार पावरफुल असेंबली थी पूरे मुल्क के अंदर, उसको पहले ही आपने सब कुछ उससे छीन लिया। आज आप उसको म्युनिसिपैलिटी में कन्वर्ट करना चाहते हो ताकि कल को जो भी सरकार जम्मू कश्मीर में बनती है, बीजेपी की तो कतई नहीं बनेगी, तो उस सरकार के पास कोई इख्तियार ना हो, अपना कोई मुलाजिम ना ट्रांसफर कर सके, किसके खिलाफ एक्शन लेना है किसके खिलाफ नहीं लेना है वो इख्तियार भी आप उससे छीन के चीफ सेक्रेटरी और लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर को देना चाहते हो। वो लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर जो बाहर से आता है, जिसको यहाँ की कोई बात का पता ही नहीं होता है। आपको यहाँ के लोगों पे अगर भरोसा नहीं है तो फिर क्यों रखा है यहाँ के लोगों को?
All right, let's quickly go across to Ishan Vani, who's joining me on the phone line. Ishan, all kinds of attacks are coming in from the opposition and the Valley parties. You know, one is calling it the death of democracy. We've heard what an Omar Abdullah has had to say, saying that this will only leave the Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister to be a powerless rubber stamp Chief Minister. You also heard what Mehbooba Mufti had to say. How is this now going to be viewed at a time when the centre has already talked about Samvidhan ki hatya?
Well, it hasn't gone down well with any Valley party, be it those parties who have been formed after 370 like Altaf Bukhari, who strongly is now asking every political party in Valley, regardless of their political background, to come on board and talk about this and oppose this move. Because according to every Valley party, this will further disempower the J&K Assembly when the powers are vested with the Chief Secretary and also the Lieutenant Governor, who has been now empowered further to do transfers, to do financial transactions of the state, and that leaves the Assembly virtually without any power. That's what these political parties are saying. You know, Mehbooba is now seeking support from the Indian Alliance group, saying that, India Alliance should come today forward. They shouldn't stay silent like they have in the past in regard to Jammu and Kashmir. And because she believes that such kind of model can be replicated in states where the BJP, she says, does not come to power. And they will also have such kind of ramifications like they saw in the case of Hemant Soren or be it the, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. So yes, every Valley political party is getting on board against this particular decision. Right. But yes, this is something where one has to see whether every political party will come on board and unifiedly oppose this. As of now, the idea has been floated by Altaf Bukhari. One has to see if every political party, regardless of their political affiliation, comes on board.
You know, Mufti is also saying that this is just another indicator that elections are going to be around the corner and that the BJP is bound to lose elections, which is why they are doing, they're making such moves. What is one to make of this, especially when it comes to how the Valley parties have been rallying for the cause of restoration of the Valley statehood?
Well, first, because of the fact that a few weeks back, Prime Minister, when he was here on a yoga day, he talked about how important these elections are, and then soon the assembly elections will take place and people will get a right to choose their government. Following that, the Election Commission had also started the process of meeting the representatives of political parties, and the Election Commission had already said that it will be very soon that the people in the Valley will get a right to choose this, their representative. And now, since this move has been done, the Valley parties believe that they are accusing that the BJP and the center wants to ensure that the iron fist policy that they have is continued through this particular decision that will govern by the Lieutenant Governor. So yes, while there are indications that assembly elections could be held, but this further takes away the cause of these rally parties in regard to restoration of Article 370 or statehood, because statehood is something where rally parties have been told
All right.
that at the right time, it will be restored, but one has to see that what kind of implications
right.
will this decision have.
Many thanks to you, Ishan, for bringing in all those inputs. Let's quickly go across to Mr. Kavinder Gupta, who is the former Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, joining me on the phone line. Kavinder Saab, सबसे पहले तो यही लांछन लगा